Sunday brunch. Sunday brunch.
And we're back for a little reunion. Aw, why am I tearing up?
Are you?
Not on purpose. It's kind of sad. I'm not actually crying. My eyes, they're dusty.
Mm-hmm.
Mass Ave.
Mass Ave got us feeling some type of way.
But it's our reunion. It's our
It
big
is.
comeback. And yet it's also our goodbye episode.
At least for now.
At least for now.
Maybe in the future.
Maybe in the future.
We will return.
I didn't love the Zoom format. I think it was.
love it either.
Yeah. And especially because, I had no good sound instruments. So I think that was hard.
And it was bad service at
times. I have horrible Wi-Fi at my parents' house.
I live in the woods.
You do live in the woods. I think we can only do a podcast when we are together.
Yeah.
In the same city, which
Indeed.
I don't know when that will be again.
I know. Wow.
I'll tear it up again. Just kidding. So yeah, I think the future for Sunday brunch, it's
uncertain.
It's uncertain,
but it's certainly nice.
Good one.
Thanks.
Good one, Justin. I'd like to shout out our lovely loyal listeners. That being May and Meg.
May and Meg.
Just you guys.
Just you.
This one goes out to you guys.
It does.
Because you're the only ones who will probably listen to it, especially because we don't have a video.
Mm-hmm.
I think audio listeners, that's a very
audio
niche.
listeners, that is niche. Unless I throw it up on Spotify.
You could.
I could throw it up on Spotify.
Could. I don't know why you would want that.
I know.
Your monthly listeners might go down.
It wouldn't be on my Spotify. I would make a separate podcast page.
I feel like we need to wait until we have constant podcasts to upload.
True.
Where we're actually reviewing brunch.
Very
having
true.
guests.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
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 Anything to reminisce about our past in the podcast game, if you will.
Our past in the podcast. I think it was very entertaining.
Yeah.
To keep us going through the crazy times
and
that were 2020.
I agree with that. I think it kept us. It allowed me to look forward to something at least, because I think there wasn't much to look forward to at that time.
True.
Yeah, and I think it was nice to catch up, even though you were the only person I was consistently seeing other than my mother. So, Karen. Shout out to Karen. She's not going to listen to this, but
oh my God.
Miss her. See you in a few days. She's coming into town.
Heck yeah.
For an update for our listeners who already know this because it's just May and Meg, Karen's coming to New Orleans. So, I'm gonna see her. Justin, what does the future hold for you?
That's a loaded question.
So
I'm just
true.
kidding. Well, I have one more semester and it's 12 weeks long only in the summer. And then after that, I'd like to move to New York, but I'd love to have a reason to move to New York,
That's fair.
And right now, I only want to move there because it's cool in my head.
Yeah.
So I need to find a few more leads, as they say, that I can move towards and get in contact with. But, yeah.
I agree. I think it's hard. I think it's totally valid to want to move to a city, but I think you need to have a reason.
Yeah.
To a certain
I don't want
extent.
to get some crazy expensive apartment and then just sit in it and be living the dream, even though that is my dream.
To just sit in an apartment.
Ideally, I'd love to do some freelance work, but that's hard to do if you're just getting into the game and no one knows who you are.
Yeah.
So gotta build some credentials first.
So true.
Before I can just sit at home and have people send me things to do. Unless I get an assistant engineer job where I'm just helping someone and I can do it from home. I met a guy, not really. He came to talk recently that he technically works in New York, but I did air quotes with my fingers there. He works for someone that works in New York, but he lives in New Hampshire because he's just remote. She'll send him like things to organize or like set up for her, and then he just sends it back. So he does go into New York at times, but only if she like absolutely needs him to be there to help run something. But most of the time he's just like organizing her music sessions and stuff from the comfort of his home. And that kind of sounds nice, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
That is nice. And I think that also gives you a lot more freedom to like, when you can work from home, you can, or work remote, you can either work from home or like somewhere else, you know? I feel like there's less of a stress to like travel and like take time off because you don't really have to.
Right.
Go on sabbatical.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
I love
Come to New
sabbatical.
Orleans.
Do you want to go to New Orleans?
Do you want?
I do.
You do? Yeah, you should.
Gotta
You
see
should.
your stomping grounds.
Yeah, shout out to Uptown New Orleans. Yeah, I think you should. I think it's nice and I really like it. I don't know if this is how you feel about Boston, but like it's starting to feel like home now.
Yeah.
I think last year was hard. I was on campus last year, but it was hard because you know, we weren't doing anything. We weren't really getting out of campus because of COVID, and I didn't have a car. So like there was a lot prohibiting us from like feeling at home and feeling comfortable. So I feel like I'm starting to get it now, which kind of makes me sad because it's like, oh, I only really have like one more school year here. But you know, who knows what tomorrow may bring?
Indeed.
Who knows? Yeah, but I'd like to show you around. I think it's a really cool place, and apparently, not to sound a bit down, but apparently, New Orleans will be underwater in 50 years.
50 or 15?
50.
50.
I was told, well, less than that. I was told 2050.
Okay.
So not even 50 years, so like closer to 27?
That's something we've been talking about in my ecomusicology class.
Whoa, okay, tell us
Rising
about
water
that.
levels. I just took it to fill a requirement, but it's talking a lot about climate change and stuff like that in relation to music, and how can we use our craft as like a way to like spread the word and like have a message. Anyway, but yeah, some people read some articles about like coastal cities. What are they doing if it does rise?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not great because New Orleans doesn't. No city or like place has a truly like solid coastline necessarily, unless it's like man-made. But like New Orleans especially has kind of a janky setup because it's a bayou or like a swamp, so it's like there's just water anyways, so it's hard to like to dictate where that coast actually is. And so because of that, like the area is kind of predisposed to like getting washed away and getting covered up and like all that good stuff. And I think it's sad because it's like, what do you do? I almost wrote this article for a class. You had to like pick a problem, and you in the class, like you would propose it in a discussion board, and they would like, my classmates would like respond and be like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, what do I know it's gonna happen. Perhaps this is like a really not optimistic way to see the future, but I was like, okay, let's say New Orleans is gone, you know, like they will be underwater. What do we do with like all of these people? How do we like, you know, get them to a different city? And someone responded, she was from New Orleans. I think she was like, that like it sounds like you're giving up on New Orleans, like blah blah blah. And I think that's totally fair. I think that was a fair criticism. I didn't end up writing the article because I found something else, but I was just like, yes, but like I think you have to be honest, like what happens if something does go wrong and you all of a sudden have to uproot like millions of people from these coasts and like move them. So I'd love to do more research about it, but I don't know. It's kind of scary. Yeah. And it makes me sad because I'm like, well, you know, I'll live in this city, but you know, no, in the future, how many more generations will get to experience New Orleans, you know?
Jazz.
Jazz, am I right?
Yeah.
Mingus the Jazz Cat, I
Mingus
love
the
you.
Jazz Cat.
Yeah. Anyways, turning things around. A little more lighter topic.
Yeah.
Mingus the Jazz
Oh my
Cat.
gosh.
So you said Berkeley's pretty new as a school.
In the grand scheme of things, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can check specifically. I always forget when.
Google it.
I feel like it was like 46 or something.
Google it. That's impressive, honestly.
Let me see. Berkeley.
What do we got? Oh my god, wait. Did John Mayer go here?
Yeah, he dropped out.
I hate that guy.
Oh my god.
Let the record state I hate John Mayer.
It was established 1945, 77 years ago.
Interesting. Which it's crazy how like important and kind of prestigious it is for being like a relatively new school.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, I was talking to you today about like who are your rivals, like in Juilliard,
rival school, quote unquote Juilliard.
Theoretically,
but not really.
But yeah, but it's not the same vibe. I feel like it's a much different thing.
Well, I haven't experienced Juilliard, so I have no idea what it's actually like there.
Yeah.
But probably somewhat different. I don't know.
I've heard from just like random people that like Juilliard, I think, helps people a lot. Like if you're a musician in terms of like playing an instrument and stuff, I think Juilliard is amazing. But I've also heard the opposite end of the spectrum where it kind of makes you hate your craft because it's just like so stressful and you're doing it all the time and there's not really anything else to do. Like if you're going for acting, you're acting. You're not gonna be like taking like random classes. Theoretically, I don't know this for sure, but you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
think that criticism can be made for Berkeley as well. I hear that from a lot of people, and myself included, is like, since I've been doing like back-to-back semesters so long, I'm reaching a point where I'm like, I do feel slightly burnt out on all of these projects and stuff that are like, I don't know. I'm not one of the people that's like, well, I don't even want to do it as a career anymore. But I definitely feel like I'm glad that my course load is going down a lot this summer so that I have more time to like not be so fixated on everything after a while.
Are you thinking of, after you kind of get all of your courses out of the way, are you thinking of taking like even like a 6-month break of like, I'm traveling or I'm going home and just kind of hanging out for a bit?
I have considered that. I don't have any plans to do that yet.
That's fair.
I guess I'll just see what happens, but like I feel like a lot of people go directly into a job, or at least finding a job after Berkeley. But I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's different if I'm getting like paid to do, because I think my issue is I don't like having these deadlines and getting graded on projects.
yeah.
Whereas if I'm like doing it as my job, I think I'd feel less like pressure in that sense of like, I'm not like I have to do a good job with it because it's like for a client, but it's not like determining my like life.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. That's like a bit dramatic. You get what I mean.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, yeah, you can add stuff to your resume here, but it's still going to fall under the umbrella of like, oh, you did it for a class, you're at Berkeley. Like everyone's kind of doing it. So I feel like when you can start to do like actual jobs and projects, then that really builds up your credentials. I think Berkeley must be amazing for networking and for just like having that background. But I mean, how do you feel? Do you think you're in a better position to enter the workforce now rather than if you went to like a total, like NYU, let's say? Or that's a bad example because NYU is also prestigious to a certain extent, but
I think I'm in a better spot than if I had not done this at all, because the name does carry weight, and I like would actually know somewhat what to do going into a studio and even more if it has the same equipment that I've been trained how to use here.
Yeah.
But so yeah.
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 Woo.
Woo.
Berkeley,
Yeah,
go Jazz
Berkeley,
Cats.
Jazz Cats.
Do you guys have any like club sports?
No, we have no athletics. I think you're allowed to participate in Northeastern sports, but I could be
Interesting.
completely wrong.
Huh.
But I feel like I heard something where like there's like a tennis team or like something like that where they were like inviting Berkeley people to try out for it too.
That's kind of
no,
nice.
we don't have any like sports as far as I know, and we do have clubs. I went to Songwriters Club a few times back in the day, but since COVID happened, I didn't go to any on like Zoom because I was like, I'd just rather not.
Yeah.
And now I feel too busy with everything to really devote yet another like chunk of time to doing something more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of feel that too. I think it's hard because it's like, I want to do all this stuff because of COVID. I didn't get to do much, but now that I'm kind of more established at school and I like have the activities that I'm doing, now suddenly I have like no time to start new things, which kind of sucks, but it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should start a Berkeley pickup basketball team. 3-on-3?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Would you play?
Sure.
Hell yeah. Who can we recruit? We can recruit you.
Yeah.
May.
Yeah.
Force her.
Claire.
Monty. Kakyo.
That's 5.
That's
We
fine.
need
That's
one
fine. We
more?
need one more just to have subs. I can't
Yeah.
be here. I can
Right.
coach
We
remotely.
can grab like
Your roommate Aiden, your roommate from or
Enrique.
separately Enrique, your roommate from freshman
plays
year
some
who
ball.
plays basketball.
Nicole, I feel like would be really good at basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Just because she gives me that energy. I'm gonna text her and
Basketball
be like,
energy.
just so you know, you give me good basketball player
Give me
energy.
Big b-ball energy, girl.
B-ball.
Sounds good. Well,
Shooting
at this
hoops.
point we have like we could make a full team. We could do a 5v5.
Yeah.
Kind of fun.
5v5. Woo, woo.
Woo. Jazz Cats on the prowl.
Get Roger Brown in on this.
Meow.
Yeah.
Meow.
Me wow.
That's enough out of you. Talking privileges revoked. Well, and as we sit on this bed in your
Yes.
Boston apartment, which I've had the luxury of sleeping in for the
Mm-hmm.
past 4 nights, I reminisce on our past. I'm
Yes.
tearing up again. It's not even because I'm sad.
Uh-huh. What?
My brain does this thing where it's like, it would be really funny if you cried right now. I'm not
So
sad,
this
I
is
promise.
This is like a petty cry because you want me to laugh.
It's
I'm just
pity.
kidding.
Pity me. It's petty cry.
I don't know how grammar works. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think, how many episodes did we do originally? It wasn't much.
Should I check? I don't
Sure,
know.
check. Because it was one a week.
Wasn't a ton.
It wasn't a ton, but like we did it for a
I know we
good
missed
chunk
a
of
few.
time.
Sunday brunch.
We were busy people during a global pandemic.
Oh, certainly.
I think if I had to guess,
I think we did
7?
15.
We did
15
15
episodes.
weeks of this?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And it never got better.
I mean, one was only like 17 minutes long. Some were upwards of an hour.
That's
but,
impressive.
yeah.
Wow.
Look at us
15.
I mean, we really did the entire summer pretty much.
Yeah.
I know we missed a few, but like,
We had nothing to do.
yeah.
That's kind of nice. And not
Mm-hmm.
even all of them were in person. I think we only had a few that were like in person.
Mm-hmm.
That one on the deck, on your back deck, was in
yes.
person.
I like the one where we're on our front deck and you were
yeah.
screaming about your favorite animals.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's my favorite moment. Top 10 moment.
Mm-hmm.
Lizards. Quickly, do it. What's the word? A
An otter.
run.
Oh. Lizards. I don't know.
That's good.
Cry. I don't know.
Nice.
But auto-tune on those parts.
Please
specifically.
do.
Yeah.
Wait, put auto-tune on this. Ah. Or don't. Maybe don't. That's
Ah.
ah.
Well,
Well,
How do you feel having seen my stomping grounds?
I like it. I keep finding myself being like, wow, America was born here. No, it's cool. It's very nice. I've never been to Boston, as you know, and our viewers, Meg and May, may not. I'm sure they do, though. I had never been here before. It's nice. My one critique, it's so cold that it literally, I'm a very cold person, but I genuinely don't know if I've ever been as cold as I am here. I had to borrow a jacket. I really sped up my crochet practice to make myself a scarf because I was dying out there, ladies. Don't know, I'm just talking to the ladies, but other than that, I think it's really cool. It's nice. I think Berkeley is really nice. Saw that guy from TikTok in Pavement.
Yeah.
Gucci Pineapple. I'm kind of obsessed.
Yes.
They speak really good Spanish in some of their videos, which is interesting.
Heck yeah.
Did you know Fred Armisen is Venezuelan?
I did not know that he was specifically Venezuelan, no.
His mother, Venezuelan.
Wow. Nice.
That's your fun fact for the day.
Nice.
How do you feel about Boston, showing me around Boston?
I liked it. It was a good time. Got a lot of steps in.
Got a lot of steps in.
Yeah.
Prudential Center's nice.
I do like the Prudential Center.
Yeah.
It is a life goal to go to the top when it is done.
Someday.
Yeah.
I liked
I like that new road I found.
Yeah,
I
was gonna say that was nice. You should go walking. I can imagine when it's warmer, that would be
better.
very nice to walk around. Went to the movies. I liked the movie theater. The vibes were kind of weird. Boston is strange because it's a city.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of people out.
True.
As much as I think I was expecting.
Not
I don't
a
know.
New York vibe.
Yeah, maybe I was looking more towards New York, but I just feel like there's way less people than I thought there would be, which is kind of nice in a lot of ways.
On a nice day on Newberry Street, the shopping street, crazy.
Really?
Like packed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just because it's cold.
Might be because it's cold. Might be because, I don't know. But
So true.
Yeah, so true. We're also not truly downtown. Like we're like reaching downtown, but like down by the park is more like proper downtown Boston.
Yeah.
But even then it was a cold day, so it's not very packed.
We went to Cheers.
We did.
That was fun.
Very nice.
All right, we can harmonize when we sing the theme song.
Making your way in the world.
I don't know how to harmonize. Everything you got. All your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Go away.
Get away.
Get away. You said that, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta
go where everybody knows your name. Bum, 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 bum. And they're always glad you came. That was parallel fifths. I would have gotten marked down significantly in tonal harmony if I did parallel fifths.
That was good.
Thank you. I liked it.
He said singer. He said, I got into Berkeley because I'm a voice.
I'm a voice. I am a voice.
I'm a voice.
Of the generation. God.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, Cheers was fun. It is a scam, I think, in a lot of ways.
Well, it is touristy, therefore the food is significantly more expensive.
And not good. It was fine. I don't know. I don't know if I get that it's like what inspired the TV show. I wish it would have looked a little bit more like the TV show, but like it is very 80s. It was very like stuck in time, like it is a bar from the 80s, you know? So that was kind of fun. I think it was nice to visit, and it's fun to say you did it, and then it's like, all right, bye. You know?
Yeah.
And it's crazy that Cheers was so popular for our parents' generation. Not to be what's the word?
Ageist? I don't know.
I was gonna say vulgar.
Oh.
But all the hoes love Cheers.
All the hoes do love Cheers. Yeah.
Ages.
And if you're my hoe, you love Frasier.
So true. I know. I feel like I gotta get back into Frasier. I watched a few episodes and then I was like,
I feel like you need to get into it. I don't remember getting into it because I was like a kid. But like, I feel like it did take a few episodes to be like, I get what's going on.
Yeah.
But like, once you like get the humor, it's like, that is very smart the way they wrote these, in my opinion.
I didn't love the first couple episodes, but I think that's because like I had no background. Because when I started trying to watch Frasier, I hadn't watched Cheers yet, so I think I was confused. And I think you can watch them separately, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but
like I have not really seen Cheers, but
it's a delightful show.
it is.
Totally forgot that Woody Harrelson was in it, and that's weird. Woody, yeah, I'll start it up again.
Want to hear fun Frasier fact?
Please.
I know a few.
Fun Frasier fact.
Roz, who's the like the producer of Frasier's show, was originally going to be played by Lisa Kudrow.
Really?
But then they tried doing the first episode, and they're like, "You're not like gritty enough, Lisa." So they fired her.
Whoa! What the
and
fuck?
got Perry Gilpin to play Roz, who then played Roz. But then after that, Lisa Kudrow got onto Friends. Therefore, it is good that they fired her because Friends is also an iconic show.
Yeah. That's crazy. Imagine we wouldn't have had Lisa Kudrow as Phoebe Buffay if she hadn't gotten fired.
Yeah.
And I love Phoebe. She's delightful.
Just another example of the universe working out. Can anyone tell me what Christmas is all about? Sure, Charlie Brown. Hark the heralding.
There's a lot of singing in this episode.
It's the musical episode.
This is oh my god. Okay.
It's not the goodbye episode anymore. It's the musical episode.
Me and Justin are watching Riverdale, but not really.
But not in order.
No, we watched the most recent episode and it is crazy. And then we just picked a random one. And it was fun, but I was just like, And then we watched the season 2 musical episode, ? It is so wild where they put on Carrie the musical. I was just like, what is going on? I don't understand musical episodes. I don't understand the shtick. I don't know why it was a trend.
Was it a trend?
Kind of. Know. That 70s show did like a musical episode, but I don't know why. I just kind of don't understand musical episodes personally.
Mood.
I feel like I never watched what's it called? Supernatural.
Me neither.
But I think Supernatural has a musical episode.
Very nice.
And if it didn't, maybe it should have. Maybe it would have made it more enjoyable. Yeah.
Frasier should have had a musical episode.
Frasier should have had a musical
because I think most of the actors in Frasier also were on Broadway at some point. So
the guy who plays Frasier,
Kelsey Grammer,
him,
a little problematic as of late.
Yeesh.
As in endorsed Trump and voted for him 2 times.
What the fuck, Kelsey?
But I don't know.
He was in like a horrible like B-roll movie called like Plane Crime or like Money Plane. He was on in this movie called Money Plane. I watched a video essay about it. Basic synopsis: there's these people go. He's like a crime boss, and he sends this guy onto this plane where you like gamble, and you like win money on the money plane, but it's like millions of dollars, and it's like crazy gambling. Like, is this alligator gonna eat this guy? Blah blah blah. And he's like the crime boss, and he, I think at one point says like, I want all the money on this plane, or like something a lot like a stupid line that I was just like, what? Here, wait, YouTube Kelsey Grammer Money Plane, and see what comes up.
Niles was in Love No, what is that movie with the same lady that is Bridget Jones, and it's like a 60s, and Sarah Paulson's in it. It's like a 60s style movie, but like made in like 2003. Love.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know. I've never seen it. I know.
Money Plane, Kelsey Grammer. He was in that.
I think he says.
Kelsey Grammer is taking down the money plane.
Fuck who's on that plane.
What?
Yeah, wait, play that into the microphone. Yeah,
I don't give a fuck who's on that plane. I'm the baddest motherfucker on the planet. I am Darius Grouch the Third, the Rumble, and I am taking down the money plane. Now bring me my money. Please hold on.
I'm the baddest motherfucker on the planet. I'm taking down the money plane.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, it was a terrible movie. Don't watch it.
Okay.
What was up with like 80s and 90s shows having like people named Niles? I've never heard that name before. And there's like several TV shows that had that name in it.
I don't know.
The Nanny.
The Nanny, yeah.
The butler was named Niles, I think.
I think you're right.
Right?
Yeah. And then Daphne was on Frasier. Jane Lee. She was in that show with Betty White. I'm forgetting all the shows.
Golden Girls?
No, the more recent. Cleveland, Hot in Cleveland.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I don't know what Roz has been in since Frasier. I think she's been in a few like B-roll things as well.
Yeah.
And then Frasier's agent was in like a bunch of Broadway shows. John Mahoney has passed on.
Oh, rest
He's
in
the
peace. This is not a musical episode anymore. This is an in memoriam episode.
In memoriam.
Let's
R.I.P.
I mean, I think we have to talk about the most prevalent piece of news. Sorry, that's my shoe.
Oh, it is your shoe? Okay. I thought it was someone like creeping in
Someone
to say
trying
hello.
to open the door.
Oh.
A guest star. No, the most prevalent piece of news in the past couple of weeks, and that's the slap on the Oscars.
Gosh, Will Smith.
As Will Smith smacking Chris Rock across the face. When it first happened, like I was getting texts at the, when I was seated at the Dumpling Palace eating my soup, and I thought that Will Smith had smacked Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and I was like, "Whoa,
wow,
that's a choice." But no,
he slapped
Chris Rock. Are
not
Chris
D-Rock.
and D-Rock related?
I wish. That would make it more interesting.
Yeah.
I saw a meme that was like, what if The Rock had slapped Chris Rock, or Chris Rock slapped The Rock? So rock on rock. Rock on rock action.
Rock on rock crime.
Yeah.
No, that was crazy. That was a wild thing. And I still can't really tell if it's staged or not. I don't think it is. But at the same time, I'm just like, it's almost so crazy that I'm like, because the video looks like he hurt Chris. Rock hurts. Like he like pulls back and his face is like, you know, and he's like, whoa. And he didn't pull that slap at all. So I'm just kind of like, damn. If someone disrespected me, would you slap him, Justin?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
On live TV?
You're my wife.
Yes.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'd slap someone
I'd do the
for
same
you.
for you.
Thank you.
Aw.
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 Wow.
Well.
Or a drop kick them.
Whoa. That's assault.
So is a slap.
So is a slap. No, it's a crazy world we're living in. But
it is.
Anything else we need to...
Oh my god, my mic is falling.
Anything else we need to talk about?
I mean, I don't want to live in the past, but any conspiracies you've heard as of late that
Welcome back to Conspiracy Corner. Throw on those glasses, baby.
Any conspiracies that you have heard that you're like, whoa, I don't know if I know any, but I'll think about it.
Yeah, let me think.
That the slap was staged.
The slap was staged. Maybe. I don't know. I think conspiracies are hard to bring up on the spot because it's like all the ones that everyone kind of knows about, we've already talked about. Because apparently we did 15 episodes.
We did.
And that's 15 conspiracy corners. I think... Oh my gosh, actually, there's this place on the street that in like my neighborhood in New Orleans. We call it Ferret. It's spelt like F-R-E-R blah 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 blah. So I think it's pronounced Freret, but people say it fast and it turns into
Is it Ferret? Like French?
Well, probably at some point it was, but no one says it like that, you know? But I call it Ferret. Anyways, On Frette, there's this, like, if you go down far enough past Jefferson, which means nothing to anybody listening, but it means something to me, there's, like, a lot of food. There's actually, that's where the Blaze Pizza is, which Justin thought.
I thought Blaze was the local Boston pizza chain. Apparently, it is everywhere, and I just did not know.
Yeah, we have a Blaze, but across the street from Blaze, there's like a calzone place. I thought it was a pizza place. It's called JP Dough.
JP Dough?
Yeah. JP Lick, so it's called JP Dough. I thought it was a pizza place because I was confused. The idea is that it's like open really late, like it closes like 4 a.m.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say the idea is it's open religion. I don't know
the idea is it's open relationships and open religion.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, I thought it was pizza, and then I was like, oh, let's go. Everything's kind of late. We got out of something late, and we were like, let's get some dinner. I think it was during Mardi Gras. I was like, we need to eat. Let's go here. We walk in. It's only calzones. They just sell calzones. I don't know about you. I'm not against calzones. I don't love them. I don't know how a business survives being solely calzones.
True.
So that was weird. Anyways, and then I order it, and we're sitting there. The vibes were just weird. And I got it, and it was genuinely terrible. It was the worst calzone I'd ever had. It was like if this person who had made this calzone had never made a calzone in their life and was just kind of Googling something. So that's why I think it's a front. It was, the vibes were so weird. No one's ever in there. I've never seen anybody eat there before I was eating there. The calzones are terrible, and your business is just calzones. So I was like, how are you going to just sell calzones and they're going to be bad? That's why I feel like it's a front for something. Why would you ever... I just yawned in the middle of my sentence because I'm lounging on your bed.
Heck yeah.
Why would you ever start a calzone business in the first place thinking that you're going to make money? Secondly, why would you be bad at it? Like you have one job. You have one job is to make calzones.
Yeah, if you're not good at calzones, why would you open a calzone-specific business?
I'm so confused. So that's my conspiracy is I genuinely don't think it's a real establishment. Like, yeah, they gave us a calzone, but it was fucking terrible. And, like, I think it's a front for something because there's no way they're making any money. There's no way.
True.
Especially not across the street from the Blaze Pizza, which is delightful.
Delightful.
Except one time Lily ordered a cheese pizza and they just gave her, like, plain cheesy bread. And it was too busy for her to be like, wait, this isn't my order.
Oh, no. Well, it happens.
So, what's your conspiracy? Any local Boston conspiracies?
The Gargoyle King. Just kidding.
Gargoyle King. We love Riverdale in this household.
This isn't a conspiracy theory as much as interesting historical fact. But, like, the whole neighborhood that we've been walking through this whole time used to be part of the river, and they just took
what the fuck?
They took dirt and filled it in, and now so it's a landfill technically.
Is that allowed?
In the entire Back Bay.
Oh,
thanks, John, for reading a book and telling me that fact.
Thanks, John. That is weird.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
So it's like Boston
that they can do
fake.
that.
It was not fake. Here before, and then they said, "Let's fill it in."
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's impressive. I mean, part of me is like, okay, we're changing the earth, and maybe that's not great, but like that is honestly, it's cool that they can do that. So the river was that much bigger.
Yeah, it was like a third wider. Or something.
Whoa,
I don't know. It's already wide.
Wow. Yeah, because I was gonna say it's a pretty sizable lake anyways, because we saw those kids like sailing on it. There's enough room for that.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. I don't know how they do that. That is cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we can. Maybe New Orleans can take a page out of that book and not be underwater.
Yeah. Isn't it technically below sea level in New Orleans?
Yeah, New Orleans is below sea level. I think that's what's kind of the issue too. Is like in hurricanes, the lower Ninth Ward gets really slammed because they're even lower. So like uptown is a little higher. So generally we have a lot of flooding, but like we in the really bad ones it gets bad, but like we can generally, skate on by. But like yeah, the lower Ninth every single time gets slammed. A few weeks ago we had a tornado warning and they were the tornado hit them. So we had a lot of fundraising this past couple weeks. Lily and Maddie are in the local service fraternity called APO. And so they were raising money and like doing a bake sale for them. And I think they're going to try to go in and volunteer. So yeah, it's sad, but it's good that they're doing something. Interesting though, this the river. That's cool. Boston. Are a lot of Berkeley kids from out of state, or do you have a lot of like Massachusetts or like East Coasters?
I'd say there's lots of people from like New England area, and then I believe the second most represented country is China. But
interesting.
But yeah, I'd say there's lots of like people from the East Coast and also Southeast Asia. And then like I've met like 3 people from Colorado.
Woo.
Not a ton.
You included?
No.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think I met someone from Aspen, someone from like Broomfield, I think, and then a girl in my psychology classes from Denver.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, and there was someone from Boulder, but like that's all.
It's an interesting like mixture of people.
Coloradans.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot of Californians. There's a lot of West Coast people.
Like your friend Lily is from.
My Lily is from near LA.
And then Claire's also
from Palo Alto.
You know that Benji kid we saw. Okay, so full disclosure, we went to like not an open mic, but kind of a similar vibe. Like people were singing with guitars. There was this kid named Benji. He gives me huge West Coast vibes. No clue where the kid's from. He's fun. I liked that kid. And I liked that girl. She's never gonna hear.
Let's give her a shout out.
Let's give her a shout out on the pod.
I need to find her on Instagram too. I'm gonna follow
Arden Lloyd. I bought a CD from her called This Moment, and I absolutely love her. She sounds a lot like Joni Mitchell, and she followed me back on Instagram, which was genuinely the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me.
Heck yeah.
She
goes to Northeastern.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think she said that to me. That's cool. I think I'm gonna do a review on her CD because I really liked it. There was another girl who I will not name who was bad.
Drama.
And I think only 5 people will ever know what I'm talking about because Justin is one of them, and then whoever else was in the room with us. But oh my God, this girl was horrendous. But I don't want to talk bad. I'm a very positive person, so you know, I'll let it slide this time. Justin, anything else we would like to conclude this reunion, goodbye, musical and in memoriam episode of Sunday Brunch with until
any closing thoughts in terms of where we were then and where we are now?
Tears
are flowing. I'm just kidding.
I think Sunday Brunch started as kind of a joke and a way for us to find something to do, a way for Justin to maybe practice his sound mixing a bit. His skills.
My skill set.
But I think, you know, it's a fun story. It's a niche story for a few people. And I think I'm glad we did it. I think it was a fun time. And I honestly think like we talked a little bit about stuff that was going on during that time, and it's a weird time. Justin's texting while I'm being
making the
heartfelt.
cover.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay. I saved the I don't.
Well, I would just like to our 2 viewers, I'd like to say goodbye for now, but not forever.
Not forever. We will be back.
Sunday Brunch will come back. And should we sing our outro?
Yes.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
See you.
What was the outro? I don't remember it.
See you next time for some Sunday Brunch.
Oh, okay. Ready?
See you next time for some Sunday Brunch. Sunday Brunch.
We'll also play it so it sounds better.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Goodbye. See you soon. That was fun.
That was.
See you next time for some Sunday brunch.